Lonely and alone are not the same. One can be alone in their own company and feel entirely connected and at peace with the world, just as one can be in a crowd and feel miserably lonely. If you're looking for strength to harness the power of solitude and overcome loneliness, stick with us while we explore what some of Stoics' greatest minds have to say about being alone and feeling lonely. Let us start. People look for retreats in the country, by the coast, or in the hills, when it is possible for you to retreat into yourself at any time you want. There is nowhere that a person can find a more peaceful and trouble-free retreat than in his own mind. Marcus Aurelius. Marcus Aurelius suggests that instead of looking for peaceful places like the countryside or the coast, the most genuine and calm retreat is always within ourselves. It's like having a comforting hideaway that we can visit whenever we want. Marcus is emphasizing that we don't need to go to specific locations to find tranquility. We can make a peaceful retreat by looking inward. This connects with the power of being alone because it highlights the potential to find comfort and peace in our own thoughts, no matter where we are. So, rather than always searching for outside places, Marcus encourages us to realize that our own minds can be the most peaceful retreat, showing the incredible strength and tranquility in the simplicity of being alone with our thoughts. The nearer a man comes to a calm mind, the closer he is to strength. Marcus Aurelius. Have you ever felt stronger when your mind was calm and clear compared to when it was all busy and jumbled up? That's the idea Marcus is getting at. He's encouraging us to reflect on how our mental state connects with our strength. When we're alone and manage to calm our minds, we're actually doing a kind of mental exercise that makes us more resilient. It's like asking ourselves, can I find strength in the quiet moments of being alone? Marcus is suggesting that the answer might be a big yes, reminding us that the power of solitude isn't just about being by ourselves, but about discovering a source of strength within our own minds. A good conscience fears no witness, but a guilty conscience is solicitous even in solitude. If we do nothing but what is honest, let all the world know it. But if otherwise, what does it signify to have nobody else know it, so long as I know it myself? Miserable is he who slights that witness. Seneca. Our inner goodness or guilt really affects how we feel when we're alone. When we do good things, being by ourselves is okay because we have nothing to hide or be scared of. But if we know we did something wrong, being alone can be hard because we start feeling uneasy. Seneca tells us to ponder about whether our actions make us proud. If they do, he says it's okay to talk about them without shame. However, if we did something we're not proud of, it doesn't matter if others don't know, as long as we recognize our actions. Being alone can either be a peaceful time or a troubling one, depending on how clear and good our inner guide, our conscience is. Seneca says that the strength of being alone is connected to our inner goodness. If we have a good conscience, being alone can be a good time for enjoying and learning. On the other hand, if we have regrets, being alone can be uncomfortable and something we want to avoid. The solitude is a certain condition of a helpless man. For because a man is alone, he is not for that reason also solitary. Just as though a man is among numbers, he is not therefore not solitary. When then we have lost either a brother or a son or a friend on whom we were accustomed to repose, we say that we are left solitary, though we are often in Rome, though such a crowd meet us, though so many live in the same place, and sometimes we have a great number of slaves. For the man who is solitary, as it is conceived, is considered to be a helpless person and exposed to those who wish to harm him. Epictetus. Epictetus is talking about being alone and wants to make it clear that being alone doesn't always mean feeling lonely. He points out that even when we're in a crowd or surrounded by many people we know, we might still feel helpless if we've lost someone close, a brother, a son, or a friend, who used to give us support and comfort. According to Epictetus, the key thing to understand is that feeling alone is not just about being physically by ourselves. It's about missing a strong connection or a source of comfort. So, even in a busy city or a crowded place, we can feel alone. Epictetus is telling us that the real strength of being alone doesn't depend on whether there are people around or not. It is in your power to withdraw yourself whenever you desire. Perfect tranquility within consists in the good ordering of the mind, the realm of your own. Marcus Aurelius. We have the power to step back from life's chaos and choose to embrace tranquility. Marcus Aurelius wants us to know that we can calm our minds by organizing our thoughts and taking control of our emotions. When it comes to being alone, he suggests that feeling peaceful doesn't depend on being with a crowd or having external things around us. It's about what's happening inside our minds. Even when we're in a quiet place by ourselves, if our minds are organized and calm, we can feel a sense of well-being. So, being alone becomes a chance to enjoy inner calmness and recharge without needing external distractions. Marcus Aurelius teaches us an important lesson. The real strength of tranquility comes from how we manage our own minds, not from what's happening outside. We have the authority to decide when to bring peace into our lives. So the next time we're alone, let's remember that it's not about where we are or who we're with. It's about creating a peaceful space within our own minds. Furthermore, the Stoics would argue that embracing solitude is not a form of escapism, but rather an opportunity for self-improvement. Solitude, from a Stoic perspective, becomes a training ground for the mind and soul. It allows us to harness our internal strength, exercise agency over our responses, and cultivate a deep sense of self-awareness and acceptance. In the quiet moments of being alone, the Stoic philosophy comes to life, offering a path to personal growth and resilience. Remember, we all want to feel calm and peaceful, to be able to take a moment and be by ourselves, but many times the things happening around us make us feel upset inside. Feeling stressed is a decision we make in these tough situations. Just because we're on our own doesn't mean we have to feel lonely or sad. We can use this as our power to transform our perspectives and bring new EDs. Even when we're by ourselves, we can make ourselves happy. We still have the ability to focus on goodness, find solutions, and be strong. Being able to handle challenges and stay positive helps us shape how we see and experience things. So when we're alone, see it as a chance to learn about ourselves and become stronger. With that, this is again, powerful quote. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again soon.